If you would, for those who may not know you, please introduce yourself.
My name is Sommerly Sargent.
My name is Bryar Fisher.
Yes, my name is Mackinzie Kay.
My name is Erica Smith,
Where are you graduating from, and what is your major?
and I'm graduating from Anderson University.
I graduated from Anderson University and I have a degree in early childhood education.
Education with an add-on in early childhood education.
Graduating from Anderson University with a degree in elementary education.
I'm graduating from Anderson University and I am a criminal justice major.
What inspired you to pursue that major?
I have been wanting to be a teacher since I could talk. I would come home from school, in elementary school and play school, so that really inspired me to become a teacher.
Yes, so my first 2 years I started off in nursing and that just was not where my heart was at. I went into it for the wrong reasons. So I came home from my job at the hospital and told my mom I was quitting, and the next day changed my major.
So I have wanted to be an educator ever since I can remember. I can remember being a child and just being in the front living room of my house and just talking to a bunch of couches, teaching a room full of nothing. So it has been a dream of mine since I was little, and every step until this point has just solidified that dream. So.
My senior year in high school, I had a class called Teacher Cadets, and I just learned that I love children and I love being in the classroom. So after my first 2 years, I changed my major and went into education.
So when I was in third grade, we had a career day, and there was a few police officers that was there, and that career field just called out to me, just being able to serve people. And the more that I got into it, like when I started taking classes for it in high school, and then when I started going to college for it, the more I fell in love with it. So,
What are some of your current postgraduate plans?
I'll be at Calhoun Academy of the Arts teaching first grade.
So I have accepted a first grade teaching position at Cherokee Trail in Abbeville County, about 15 minutes from my house. So I'll be teaching some little first grade kids next year.
Yes, so I'll be teaching 5th grade at Calhoun Academy of the Arts.
I'm currently in the background check process at this time at the sheriff's office to be a deputy. Waiting back to hear from them, and as soon as that gets passed, get on the road as a sheriff's deputy at Anderson County. So,
You go pass your background check?
I hope so. I hope so.
How would you describe your overall college experience?
Anderson University was great. I was able to be in the classroom every single year, so I feel like I've got a lot of experience that will lead me into the classroom.
I had a great 4 years at AU. AU is a small Christian college, so it just felt like home there. I loved it.
A very challenging 4 years, very different than high school. I loved high school. I was sad to leave high school. I'm excited to leave college. I'm also a little bit sad just because I'm kind of stepping into adulthood and a lot of things are changing, but also college was fun. I got to experience a lot of different classrooms and meet a lot of new kids, so I'm excited, and I'm excited for the experiences that I had, and just to be a part of a college that was so encouraging and showed me the love of Christ every single day.
It was, looking back on it, it was, at the time when I was going through it, it was awful just because of the challenge that went through every single day. But looking back on it, I wouldn't trade any other experience for it in the world, just because of how it's allowed me to grow as a person, giving me a glimpse of what the adult life is going to be like and what persistence and hard work looks like to, pursue your dreams. So
Awesome. Who are some of the people that have supported you along this journey, and what would you like to say to them?
Definitely my whole family and my classmates at AU that I've went through all of my classes and stuff with, the church family, and also Sandy Thomas and her family. So they have just been great, and they have been a huge support system for me.
So people that have supported me are, of course, my parents, Chad and Angie, and my fiance, Bryar, and then his parents as well, and of course my family as a whole, my friends, and just all the people that are in my life from the day to day, and I'm just so thankful to them for constantly pouring into my life and loving me, and I am just so thankful to have them as I step into this new role of adulthood and new season of my life.
My mom and my dad were my #1 supporters. My grandparents have always been there day one for me. I love them very much. My whole entire family has always been huge supporters of me in my life, so I'd like to thank them.
Well, obviously since elementary school, since I wanted to do this, my parents have been a big support system for me. They have told me that they don't like for me to go in this career field just because of the dangers, but they know that since this is what God's calling me to do, they support me 100%. They pray for me. They'll bring me or take me or help me get whatever I need to be sure that I am successful in getting started in this career field. And another big one is my fiance Erica. She doesn't like it either that I'm on this career field because of the dangers, but she's very supportive. She loves me. She knows that I'm passionate for it, and yeah, I just couldn't do it with anybody else.
I know personally your church family here at Neal's Creek have prayed specifically for you and your success. What would you like to say to your Neal's Creek church family?
Yes, thank you so much for praying for me and supporting me through this journey.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I just know that I'm so blessed to be at a church that loves so deeply and cares so much for its young people specifically, but I just want to say thank you to Neal's Creek for all the love that it has shown me through the past 4 years and even before that, and just thank you for all the love that you showed me.
Just thank you so much. I've been here my whole life, so thank you for pouring your love into me and the love of Christ, and I just appreciate it so much.
Well, to me, this is more than a church. I tell Erica this every single week when we leave. I feel like this is a big family for me. So every time I come here, everybody always welcomes me with open arms. They always ask me how I'm doing and if there's anything they can pray for me about. And yeah, it's just encouraging because this is kind of like my sanctuary that I can come and escape and just be able to tell people my problems and to know that I have people out there who have my back praying for me. So I really appreciate that.
I think that all right, let's start over. Yeah.
If Erica got to pick your job, what would Erica pick for you?
She tells me all the time I need to be a lawyer. She says I'm really good at arguing, so I need to be a lawyer.
And oh gosh, I lost my train of thought. Can you edit that piece?
Yeah. For me,
That really inspired me to become a teacher. Definitely use the first take for that.
what are you ever had a great idea? Then you get like 10% of that idea, and you're like, man, this not a one-person idea. Which
That's how I feel about college. That's what I was trying to say.
and I'll ask you what degree. But all the other questions will be the same.
Hold on. I'm part of here.
He said you all the dead
You're gonna
space.
edit it, right? Okay, all right.
So